Hey, it's Shannon from iHeartRadio, joined with Jessica, and we are going to dive into everything to do with the American Music Awards. So let's get into it. We're going to recap the outfits, the performances, and of course, the awards from last night. First of all, overall, what did you think of the American Music Awards?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good show, you know, lots of performances. It was a nice music night, but it was a bit slow. It felt a bit long.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I wasn't sure if it was me and like my TikTok brain where I just like need constant things to happen all the time, but I did find it a little slow as well. It was, of course, you know, after the pandemic and not being able to see so many of these artists get together. It was nice to see so many of them in the same room, but I do have to agree with you, a little bit slow. So that's why we're here, to recap it, so you don't have to go through the whole 3-hour award show that happened last night. But let's start with the red carpet. Was there any standout looks for you of people on the red carpet?
I thought really clearly Olivia Rodrigo looked stunning. I mean, her dress just fit her like a glove, and it was such a beautiful color. She looked like a little angel on the red carpet.
Yeah, I agree. That was definitely one that stuck out to me. I think she looked great, and during her performance during the show as well, she looked really, really nice. I loved that Machine Gun Kelly walked the red carpet with his daughter. His daughter looked incredible. She's 13 years old. I think we are kind of prone to accepting that Machine Gun Kelly's going to be on the red carpet with Megan Fox. Those two have just been inseparable since the two of them got together. So to see him take his daughter as his date on the red carpet, that was just so sweet to see.
Yeah, it was such a nice change, and they were so adorable together in the crowd, on the carpet. It was so cute.
Yeah, another one that stuck out for me was Chloe Bailey. I think she just looked phenomenal. Every time that we see her, she does, and she always puts on such a good performance. And on the red carpet last night, she just looked absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I would say both of the Bailey sisters looked so good. Their dresses were both very unique but very different, and I thought they always bring it. They look amazing. I did find as well, Bad Bunny was really giving me another comfortable chic look, which, you know, I'm all for the comfort, and I was living for the color and that puffer jacket.
Yeah, absolutely. It is something else when you see how comfortable they look. It's kind of like A$AP Rocky and Rihanna at the Met Gala when they're just like in big blankets. I'm like, yeah, that is exactly how I would want to be dressed on a red carpet, just looking good. Yeah. JoJo Siwa was another one for me that stuck out. She looked very classy. She had like a nice black long gown that was really sweet. And I think just seeing her in any sort of like adult clothing, I'm like, wow, JoJo Siwa. I'm still shocked by it as she's entered this new era. So I think she looked amazing as well. And says that's what's really great about the AMAs is that there's just an unlimited amount of artists that are performing. Was there anyone throughout the show that really stuck out for you, Jess?
I thought there were a couple. I mean, Chloe always comes full out with the steamy performances. We had some great dance moves going on. It was really well done.
Yeah, definitely. Olivia Rodrigo was one that really stuck out for me. Her voice really just shined in her performance, and she kind of reminded me of Taylor Swift a little bit in that performance, where it was just her, her guitar, a microphone, there was roses everywhere, and then she had all these women behind her that were performing instruments as well. So I think she just did a phenomenal job. I don't think that it could have been better.
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
Talking about Bad Bunny, Tiny, and Julieta Venegas, that performance was something else. And I think anytime I see something that's just totally different and something we haven't seen before, it just blows me away, and that one definitely did. Julieta, I don't know if she couldn't be there, but she showed up as a face on a screen of a person who was in this like robot suit that was playing the piano. And then Bad Bunny was hanging in this like giant, I don't know what to call it, ornament as he was performing. And then Tiny was like doing his thing. So just the three of them together, I was like, this feels robotic and futuristic and a little Black Mirror-ish. So I totally loved it. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought, you know, that's what you need, and especially such a long show, to keep you really entranced with that. And it was so interesting. I mean, all of their different things that they were in, and it was very fascinating, very robotic, and I was here for it.
Definitely. I couldn't help but think, I'm like, how did they pitch this? Like, the person that came up with this idea, how did they describe what they wanted and then turn it into what it was? But I think they definitely pulled it out. Tyler, the creator, he was another really good performance. You can always count on him to put on a good show. That's what he's, like, one of the many things that he's known for. He was in a little bit of a Canadian getup. He's that one person that you see throughout the winter that no matter what is still wearing shorts, right? Did it seem like that?
Yeah. I mean, how can you get more Canadian? Shorts in a snowstorm. It was perfect. I loved it.
Exactly. And we had not one but two BTS performances. They were in the beginning of the show performing with Chloë. They did the song Butter near the end of the show that was supposed to be with Megan Thee Stallion, but she ended up being a no-show. The performance, I don't know if you thought this as well, but the performance in the beginning with Chloë, it seemed like almost maybe there was like an audio issue or something didn't seem totally right with their vocals and the backtracks. Did you feel the same way?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if because there's so many of them, there was just so much going on and it was early in the show that the audio people maybe in the back were a bit scattered. But it did seem just a wee bit off for sure. But I mean, it was obviously the night of BTS. It never seemed to stop and they were thriving. I mean, just the smiles on their faces. It was so nice to see them so happy.
Yeah, definitely. They seemed like they were just having a good time. And anytime that they were on screen, I swear I could like hear the fangirls in the distance just freaking out because their fans, I mean, as we know, are unlike any other. But like I said, Megan Thee Stallion, she wasn't performing with BTS, which I was surprised by because I remember that being announced that Megan Thee Stallion would be there. She ended up winning an award that she wasn't able to accept in person, but she did cancel the night before. She tweeted saying, "Hotties, I was so excited to go to the AMAs and perform with BTS, but due to an unexpected personal matter, I can no longer attend. I'm so sad. I really can't wait to hit the stage with my guys and perform BTS Butter real soon." And we feel the same way. I was so excited to see them get together and be able to perform this together and then celebrate their collab, but unfortunately she wasn't able to make it, so hopefully everything's okay with her.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully everything's okay. I think that was sad. I think it would have added so much just fun flavor to the show. And I miss seeing Megan Thee Stallion. I find she always brings the party.
Yeah, I agree. That was like her at the Grammys, and they kept going to her, and she won the Best New Artist at the Grammys. So that was always so fun to see. So I think that's why I was excited to see her as well. That would have been so fun. But BTS, speaking of them, they won some huge awards last night. It was really just BTS show, right?
Yeah. I mean, what did you think? BTS winning Artist of the Year. Were you surprised? Were you expecting it?
I wasn't surprised at all, mainly because the American Music Awards is so much of a fan-voted award show. It's the biggest fan-voted award show. So when you think of fans voting, of course you think the BTS army. They're just so huge in numbers, and because they just have the numbers there and have so many fans, I think it's a given that they're gonna win some big awards, and that was totally the case. Artist of the Year, favorite pop song for Butter, favorite pop duo or group, they also won, so 3 big awards that they got there, so that was really exciting to see. Also, Olivia Rodrigo winning favorite new artist of the year, which is very exciting because I think we've seen over the last year and last couple years that there's so many new names that are coming into play. So it was cool to see that she won that.
Yeah, it was so great.
Yeah, definitely. And also favorite pop album, Taylor Swift, she won with Evermore, which is very exciting. So there's so many good awards that were won last night. I think overall, whenever somebody would win something, I was like, okay, I totally get this, and I could not agree more.
Yeah, it was nice to see the video message from Taylor. I did find, a lot of people seem to be missing. A lot of people weren't there. But I was expecting a couple more video messages. I felt ripped off.
Yeah, it's like Megan Thee Stallion. Set up the iPhone, jump on a Zoom, hit record, and send a message for winning that award. I totally agree. And I was wondering too, I was like, where is everybody? I feel like there was a lot of artists that we didn't see. It was nice throughout all of that though to see Jennifer Lopez come and perform. I think she's somebody that at this point is a veteran, and when she's performing, you're like, oh yeah, she knows it. She's such a pro. She knows what she's doing. She had such a nice performance that was really just really just beautiful, and she knocked it out of the park for sure.
Yeah, she looked gorgeous. She sounded amazing, like always. She makes it look so effortless. I think that's what it is with JLO, right?
Totally, yeah. And just like so beautiful as well. But since this is a BTS show last night, I feel like we need to bring BTS up again because they actually, the American Music Awards were actually their debut when it came to performing on an American stage. This was their first American award show that they performed at back in 2017. So it's kind of like a little full circle moment that now, just 5 years later, they're winning Artist of the Year, which is so exciting.
Yeah, they talked about that when they accepted the award, and you could just see that sort of resonate with them. And I think they were a bit shocked, but it was amazing to see for them. And it's all their fans. You know, their fans are amazing. They are diehards, and they always come through.
Yeah, definitely. And you can see that the love that they have for their fans too. Like, they don't take it for granted, and they seemed almost like emotional accepting their award.
Yeah.
It was so sweet. They also made history as the first Korean boy band to perform at the American Music Awards. So really, it's like records that were being broken and memorable moments on both sides of things. So that was really cool to see, and so nice to see them honored in that way. And then we have Taylor Swift, who actually broke her own record since she already has the most AMA wins in history. She added 2 more to that, Female Pop Artist and Best Pop Album of the Year for Evermore.
Yeah, I mean, what is she gonna do with all those awards?
Yeah, seriously, because I think, what does she have now, like 34 different AMAs or something like that? So yeah, she's definitely gonna need to clear some room on the shelf to add 2 more to it. And how do you even like set all of those up? She probably needs like a dedicated room in her house just for her AMA awards alone.
I know, it's insane. I mean, and she obviously has so many other awards, so she must be having a hoot organizing all those.
Yeah, she just needs different rooms in her house. One for the Grammys, one for the AMAs, one for all the other things that she's won. So that's very exciting for her. And it was sad to see that she wasn't there to accept it. But I mean, she's got a lot going on. If I were her, I'd probably be napping just from the whole Red re-release album that happened last week.
Yeah.
Cardi B also, we can't go without mentioning Cardi B. She was the host of the whole evening. Of course, as a host, I think it's almost expected at this point that you do so many different outfit changes throughout your hosting duties, and she definitely delivered in that category. What do you think of her outfit?
I thought it was great to see all of the different looks. I did love the look, especially when she sat down with the spaghetti. Always love a mid-show snack.
Definitely, yeah. My favorite part of her hosting was her calling out JoJo Siwa. I was like, ooh, are we gonna get, like, why is she calling JoJo out right now? But it was because she wanted JoJo to come and hang out with her daughter for her daughter's birthday party, and said JoJo is actually really hard to get in touch with because she's got such a busy schedule, and she charges a little bit for those appearances. So I think she wanted to ask JoJo on TV so that JoJo will end up going to her house, which I thought was just hilarious.
Yeah, no, that was a great moment. I think what an unexpected pair, too, to like see interact, and I love that. Have to ask, what did you think of the mullet hairdo?
I liked it. I feel like mullets were a hairstyle that we definitely saw come back in the last 2 years. So I'm all here for it. We saw it with Miley Cyrus. I think it's a good look for her, and I think it really suited her.
I think she was really pulling it off. She was pulling off all of her looks, and she is just hilarious to watch.
Yeah, definitely. As soon as it was announced that she was the host, I was like, this just makes so much sense. It's so great.
So yeah, there you have it. That is everything about the show. It was definitely the night of BTS, so I'm sure the ARMY was more than pleased with that, and it was such a fun show to see. Let us know what you thought.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date with this award show and so many other things that we have on the channel. Thanks so much for watching.